Hey, this is Josh for Retooled.net, and in this video I'm going to talk about a render and replace workflow for After Effects. Now, I've done a full-on 20-minute or so tutorial on this, but I decided that for those people who are a little bit more familiar with the basics of this process, I just wanted to give you a really quick look at how this could work for your workflow. So again, I'm skipping some of the crucial steps here, but hopefully those of you who are doing this shorter video already know those crucial steps, and I'm just going to kind of glaze over them. So basically I have this edit here, and it's just basically a sort of mini music video here cut with some stock footage. So if I hit play, alright, so you get the point. It's basically this music video edit, and I want to go ahead and take it into After Effects, take every shot in there, do some color correction or effects, and then get the whole timeline relinked while keeping all my original clip time code in check so that I can still change the edit, I can still keep all these speed changes happening in Premiere, or basically I have the same thing in Final Cut Pro here. And in this case, I just want to keep everything editable after the fact. So what I did was I brought everything on over to After Effects in a mass edit, and you could do this via XML from Final Cut or via a copy and paste from Premiere. Then you basically take each piece of footage that comes through and pre-comp it while leaving attributes, so your original time code is in check. I added the suffix CC to all my footage, so I'm keeping all the original footage name but differentiating it with CC for color correct, and then just used an adjustment layer. So if I come take a look at one of these shots, basically what it's doing is blowing out some of the highlights and making it a little glowy and dreamy. So then I basically just marked what was in the edit with a couple seconds head and tails so that I could tweak the edit after the fact. If I wanted to keep it a full-length shot, I could do that as well. But in this case, I just wanted to save on disk space and render time by making it basically what was in my edit with some handles. Then all I have to do is come back into Premiere or Final Cut and make sure I have an XML exported of my sequence. Then basically I could come into reLink Retooled, which is our conform tool, and then I'm just going to select the XML that I exported. I'll take the Premiere version here and then tell it where my new renders are, or my media directory, as you can see here. So I will just go into that media directory, tell it my AE render here, and hit choose. Now mine's going to relink automatically because I've already set some of these parameters up. But you can see the file name is in fact different. This one doesn't have space CC at the end, this one does. And the tape name, After Effects will not pass through tape names into its renders, so those are different. So I just made sure to shut off my tape name and make sure my file name was set to contains original, meaning the new media name contains the original media name. And of course I have other options like matches original, or it contains part of the original. So I'm just going to hit save, and I'll add the prefix reLink and save out my new relinked XML. Hit OK, and then I could just come back into Premiere, double click, and select the new relinked XML, hit OK. And then once I come into this folder, I'll just rename the sequence and add the word relink to the end just so I know which one is which. And Premiere brings in audio a little bit weird from XML, so I'm just going to delete that. And in this case, I have my full edit, relink to my new color corrected clips, and then I could just take these clips into my master timeline, throw it up onto track 2 over here, and just make sure that's selected, and hit paste. So now I have the original copy of the clips right underneath the new version of the clips. And of course I'd want to do something like disable the original clips so they don't come through on a crossfade or anything like that. And that way you have your full tweakable edit. I could come in here, tweak the speed change the edit point, and I basically had the automated relink and replace going on for my After Effects render.